a machine. I know Kung Fu.
Show me.
This is a sparring program, similar to the programmed reality of the Matrix.
It has the same basic rules like gravity. What you must learn is that these rules are no different than the rules of a computer system. Some of them can be bent. Others can be broken. Understand? Then hit me, if you can. Good. Adaptation, improvisation. But your weakness is not your technique.
Morpheus is fighting Neo.
How did I beat you?
You're too fast.
Do you believe that my being stronger or faster has anything to do with my muscles in this place? You think that's air you're breathing now? Again.
Jesus Christ, he's fast. Take a look at his neurokinetics. They're way above normal.
What are you waiting for? You're faster than this. Don't think you are. Know you are.
Come on, stop trying to hit me and hit me!
I don't believe it.
Okay, my boys, welcome back to another video. In today's video, what we're going to be talking about is how to overcome imposter syndrome and defy all limitations by becoming the one. So I've always heard this term of I'm the chosen one, I'm him, I'm that guy. And I love it because I run with that too. I'm the one, I'm him, I'm the man with the plan. You see what I'm saying? But one thing I really want y'all to understand is that to become the one, all you have to do is believe you're the one. You have to believe you're the chosen one. You have to believe you're that guy. That's all it is. It's not something that, God just selected you. You're the best person in the world and that you're going to go conquer the world and everything like that. It's not that. It's the belief that you are that guy that God chose, the chosen one, to go conquer the world and do whatever you want. That's the first thing I really want you to understand. And it's all coming from your beliefs about yourself. And oftentimes, a lot of people have a lot of self-doubt. And that's regular because everyone has self-doubt. Everyone, for the most part, is skeptical about what they do and nervous to take action or believing in themselves or to do whatever they want to do. There are limits there that are going to hinder you. But by becoming the one and truly believing it within your heart, you overcome all of those limitations. And that's exactly what we're going to be talking about, right? So that's what I really wanted to talk about in the first beginning of this video. You are the one. You watching this, me right here, I claim it. That is who I am. So you have to wear that within your heart as well. If you wanted to do anything in this world, just know that you can. That's what being the one is. You just have to truly believe it within your heart and soul that you are that man. Now, see, I left that clip of Neo in The Matrix. And the movie The Matrix is the perfect example of becoming the one and being the man with the plan, being really that guy. But a lot of people just mistake the movie for, this is how society programs you and that this is the news and this is the higher ups controlling the world. It has a lot to do with that. But the deeper meaning of that movie, I don't think a lot of people really see it. And I really seen it from the sparring scene. And basically, to give you guys some context, Neo is the main character. He's the white guy sparring the black dude. The black dude's name is Morpheus, and he's strong. He's powerful. He completely detached and moved away from the Matrix and built up his own army to overcome the Matrix and to take them down because Agent Smith, the protagonist, the enemy in this movie, is not a good dude. He's controlling the world, psyoping the world to believe certain things that they shouldn't believe. The news does this in real life. Your social media that you guys watch all day, every day does this and hinders you to believe certain things that have nothing to do with you. So Morpheus finds this guy named Neo, regular white guy. And Neo's whole thing is that he wants to escape the Matrix. He wants to know what the Matrix is all about. And he just wants to detach from the regular human world. So he's like a computer hacking nerd and shit like that. But Morpheus ends up finding this guy because he's considerably the one. And Morpheus's main job is to find the one, the chosen one, the one that can save them from all of this bullshit. And he stumbles across Neo. And Neo, wanting to escape the Matrix, joins Morpheus. And Agent Smith is all on Neo's ass trying to get him, trying to hold him down and everything like that. But he escapes and joins Morpheus's crew. Morpheus is giving him positive affirmations and positive belief systems to instill in Neo so that he can have enough confidence to realize that he's the one. And in the movie, he's hearing this all the time. He's hearing Morpheus say it. The other people with Morpheus are saying, bro, you're the one, bro. You're that guy. You're him. But Neo doesn't believe it fully. So later on in the movie, they go to this one grandma. And this one older lady can see the future. And in that room, there's a bunch of people who are considerably the one. You'll see the kids like moving shit in the air. It's a movie. It's fake. But these kids they have the potential to be the one. So this woman can see the future and can tell if you're the one or not. And like I told you, Morpheus, his people are telling Neo, bro, you're him. Trust me, you're him. You're that fucking guy. You're the one. So they go to this lady to see if you're the one. Then she'll tell you if you're the one or not, considerably. So then they go to the lady, and the lady's like, sorry to break it to you, Neo. You're not him. And what this does is destroys Neo's confidence levels in a way and his belief systems. He still understands that he's strong, but since someone else told him that he's not the one, he actually believed it for a second. So he was a little down. He was like, man, what the fuck? This bitch telling me I'm not the one, but everybody else is telling me I'm the one. But then the lady gives him a clue, and this clue opens Neo's eyes. So the lady can see the future. She said, either you, Neo, or Morpheus is gonna die. So with that information, Neo goes on with Morpheus, and he tells Morpheus, yeah, the bitch told me I'm not the one. Like, long story short. So, to wrap it up, basically, one of Morpheus's people turned their back on Morpheus and wants to go back to living the regular life. And in this movie, you can see the red pill and the blue pill. The red pill is the absolute truth, and the blue pill is like living in a delusional world of, certain things that's going on, but you just don't care. But the red pill's telling you the truth, and to escape the Matrix, that's where all of these red pill, blue pill, black pill shit comes from. This movie exactly. So basically, Morpheus's people, one of his people, turned their back on Morpheus and stabbed him in the back. So long story short, Agent Smith gets a hold of Morpheus and they're interrogating him, and they captured him. Like the woman said, either you, Neo, or Morpheus is gonna die. So they got Morpheus held captured and hostage as of right now. And Neo's like, okay, I remember what that bitch was telling me. Right? So they actually kill the person who turned their back on him. And that person actually killed the person that betrayed them, actually killed a few of Morpheus's people. But Neo's like, yo, I remember what this bitch is telling me. It's one bitch. Supposedly she could see the future, but Morpheus and all of my people are telling me I'm the one. So he was like, yo, fuck that shit. I'm the one. I'm about to go save this motherfucker. I'm about to go save Morpheus. So with that belief system of truly believing it in his heart, he defied all limitations and he ended up saving Morpheus. But in that sparring scene, you can see that Morpheus is telling Neo, bro, why aren't you whooping my ass yet? You're the one, bro. You're the one. You're him. You can whoop my ass if you truly want to. You can do it. And Neo's just in his head like, what the fuck? What is this dude even saying? But everything from that movie stems from the mindset of what you believe in. Basically, in that sparring scene, he ends up almost hitting Morpheus at the end of the scene. And Morpheus is telling him, don't think you're stronger than me. Don't think you're faster than me. Know that you're faster than me. Know that you're stronger than me. And once he believed that, he detached from all limitations and said, I can walk on walls. I can whoop this dude's ass if I truly want to. I'm too fast for him. He started to believe it, and then he almost hit Morpheus. He would have really fucked Morpheus up if he understood it earlier in the scene. But still, he had limitations later on in the movie. So when he's going to go save Morpheus, he brings this girl along with him, and you know how movies be. But later on in the scene of the movie, Neo comes across Agent Smith, and Agent Smith is the higher ups that you see, you know, that everybody's talking about. I hope I'm not fucking you guys up with this mic, but Agent Smith is like the big homie, the person who's ruling the world, who's controlling everything, and he's really fucking strong. And he's divided up of 3 people, but they understand that they have no limit, so they're the strongest opponent that comes across for Morpheus and Neo. The people who are escaping the Matrix, these guys are strong as fuck, and they were killing the people who were trying to escape the Matrix. They were killing a lot of them left and right. And basically, Agent Smith shot a bullet, pop, 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 and those bullets came and hit Neo, and Neo dies. But then in the movie, like I told you, you know, the girl kisses Neo, and then he wakes back up to life. But then when he wakes back up, he's fully detached from the world. He's like, I get it. I truly get it. No one can whoop me. Nobody can fuck with me. Bullets don't even affect me. So when Agent Smith sees Neo wake back up to life, they try to shoot him again to kill him. Like, oh, I'm about to kill this dude again. He ain't shit. When Neo woke up, bro, detached. So when those bullets came, he stopped them bitches mid-air. And he was like playing with them. He picked it up, basically showing us like, it's all in the head. It's all just fucking with us. It's whether I believe I can do whatever I truly want to do in this world, or I'm going to have limits that's going to fuck us up. That was the main objective of what I believe the director was doing in this movie. He woke up, he said, basically, I'm him. Nothing can affect me. No one can fuck with me. And he was totally detached. He can do anything. He was running on walls, fighting, throwing left hooks off the walls. And then he ends up coming across Agent Smith, the final boss. But he was low-key strong as shit. Like, strong as fuck. But he was able to escape. But it shows in that scene that, yo, he's really him. And all it took was for him to believe that he was him, despite what anyone was talking about. That lady earlier that I mentioned, that old grandma bitch, she's saying, nah, you not the one, you not him. Bro, he said, yo, fuck what she talking about. I'm him. I'm about to go save Morpheus. Fuck what she's talking about. You see what I'm saying? And he truly believed it, and he did it. Despite what anyone else was talking about. Even despite what your mind is thinking, he said, fuck that, I'm him. So now we're going to go over imposter syndrome, since we went over what the one means. I'm going to repeat it again. Being the chosen one, being him, being the favorite of God, whatever you want to say, is by truly believing you're that. You're the one that's chosen from God. I'm him. I can do whatever I put my mind to. And you can do it. You just have to believe you're the chosen one. And oftentimes when people regard themselves as chosen ones, it's because they're doing something that not a lot of people are doing. I see a lot of people on the spiritual realms talk about, or the spiritual communities talk about, I'm the chosen one because, you know, I'm abstaining from sex and I'm meditating every day and all of that. I'm not here to hinder you. That's perfectly fine. Go for it. That's all it is just believing that you're him. But a lot of people need to be doing certain different things that's out of the ordinary to truly believe it. You can be a regular motherfucker walking this earth, just regular dude, whatever it is. If you have that confidence and that belief system of I am the one, fuck limitations, I'm him, that's all it takes. You don't need to go do, 20,000 hours of spiritual meditation for you to believe that you're the one. All you have to do is believe it from your heart and soul. Truly engrave yourself with thoughts of believing you are him. You're the one. You can do whatever you want. Confidence, strength, power. Believe that within yourself, and you'll realize I'm the one. So you don't need to go do like 10,000 push-ups for you to unlock this feat of being the one. It's just a belief system from the mind. That whole movie was to illustrate that how powerful the mind is if you have no limitations. You can't do no wrong. You'll do whatever you put your mind to, defying all limitations that come your way. So now let's talk about imposter syndrome. And imposter syndrome is a psychological phenomenon characterized by persistent feelings of self-doubt. And feelings come from your thoughts, inadequacy, and a fear of being exposed as a fraud despite evidence of one's accomplishment. So basically, you can throw all of that other shit out. Persistent feelings of self-doubt and inadequacy, not feeling like you're good enough. Even though you might have put so many reps in the gym or playing basketball or boxing, you still have a limit within your mind that's there that you have to escape one way or another. And you can use arrogance or supreme confidence or egotism, whatever you want to say, or narcissism to defeat those limits that come your way, right? So if there was a limit that were to come around you, it's just a persistent feeling of self-doubt, feeling like you're not good enough or that you can't do what you put your mind to. Once I feel that shit or think that shit, I know it's an illusion. It's all an illusion. Whatever you believe is what you believe. And what this reminds me of is back when I was a kid, right? Back when I used to hoop freshman year of high school, and I played on an AAU team that same year. And the AAU team I played for was just some regular AAU team. And I would put so much time in the grind. I would train by myself. I didn't have any trainers, nothing. When it came to basketball, only myself. I would literally sit down and watch training videos of NBA players and write down in my notebook. Like, for example, I got my notebook right here. I would write down all of the plays and all of the drills to do so that I can get better at ball. And I got way better doing this. I was practicing my jumper, and now that's why my shot is always water. I don't miss. But over time, I would put in so much time on the grind in practice. Behind closed doors, I was getting buckets left and right. Pick up games, I was getting buckets, always doing my thing. But then when it came to game time and we were playing a real game, I would have this rush of nervousness and it would overtake my body, and I wouldn't be that same person that I was while I was practicing. My confidence levels went down. I felt like, yo, I'm good, but when I get on this court, I'm not good enough. And I felt like I was in a shell. I boxed myself in. And when I was doing this, I had a teammate who wasn't better than me. I knew for sure that this guy right here, he's not fucking with me. He's not even on the level. He doesn't train as much as me. He's not better than me at all. But then when it was game time, he kept the same energy as he did in practice. This guy would be like one of the freestyle type, LaMelo type players where he would just do some weird shit but get a bucket. And he would really get buckets in game. Like the coach would tell him, yo, this is the play. This is what we got to do. Bro, this motherfucker will grab the ball, ISO everybody, just get a bucket. No funny shit. And it would work most of the time. But it was the confidence levels behind his shots and his actions that really led to him really getting buckets. And I'm like, yo, I'm way better than him. It's just when I get on the court, when it's a real game, I get nervous. So I want to pass the ball up like a bitch. Bro, I've been putting all of this time in the grind, in practice, but it's not showing in my games. And I've seen this dude that I knew I was better than, but he just didn't give a fuck. He did whatever he wanted. There was no limitations, just like Neo, no limitations from the movie The Matrix. He escaped the limitations and said, fuck that. I'm a bucket getter. I get buckets. So the same way I seen that, it was like an eye-opening moment of like, yo, I'm way better than him, and I'm better than mostly everybody on this team. No funny shit. And then my confidence level started to go up once I seen him play. I'm like, yo, shoot the fucking ball. Give me the ball I'm shooting. Give it to me immediately. You know what I'm saying? Because I put in so much work, but for it not to show up in the game, what was the work for? This guy isn't working as nearly as hard as me. It's just he doesn't give a fuck. There's no limitations. He's not nervous. He's not scared. And he's getting buckets. So then, once I started to see him get buckets, I'm like, okay, yeah, it's up and it's stuck. Give me the ball. I'm shooting because I know I'm better than you. Like, I'm way better than bro. Like, and I've trained so hard, but I had this limitation that was in my way from me getting real buckets in the game. So, you know, the fear of being exposed as a fraud, I'm as real as it gets, despite evidence of one's accomplishment or self-doubt and inadequacy. Despite your accomplishments in practice, you're getting buckets left and right. You're fucking people up on the 5v5s or the pickup games. You're getting real life buckets, but then on the court, you don't feel like that. You're just not him. That's when I learned to unlock my demon mode, the demon side, where I said, fuck that. Fuck what everyone is talking about. Even sometimes, fuck what the coach is talking about. I'm going to get a fucking bucket. And that completely changed how I play basketball. And I completely detached from all limitations that was holding me back, and I gotten way better. And I know that if I get the ball and I'm shooting, I know I'm getting buckets. Every time I shot the ball from there on out, I was way more confident. Even if I play a 1v1 or a 5v5 or 4v4 in real life right now, we're going to start off the game. You check up the ball. I have my mans check up the ball. Give me the ball. Like, I'm the first person. Give me the ball, and I'm shooting from deep. Because I know what I can do, one, but two, I know I could really shoot, and I know once I get one to fall, it's up and it's stuck from there. I'm coming down the lane getting buckets left and right, but I know what I can do. Once I let one fall in, I'm gonna really fire your ass up, and I'm gonna really do my thing the rest of this game. So, self-doubt and inadequacy, feeling like you're not good enough, even though you put all of that time in the grind, you have to overcome that obstacle. And like I was saying, you can use arrogance in a way. You can use egotism. You can use, I wouldn't say narcissism, but I would say egotism or arrogance in a way of bro, I'm moving like a shell of who I actually am. When I get on this court, I'm a fucking god. I'm a demon. I will fuck your life up. That's the energy that you much rather have while playing and competing than being the sorry little soy boy in a corner who's waiting for the ball to get passed to him, or for him to do something, or for someone else to do something, or for him to just pass the ball the whole game. Fuck that. Give me the ball. I'm getting a bucket. You know what I'm saying? And that's more in the aspect of sports, where if you put your whole ego, your pride, you're playing like this is the most important game of your life, like this is the championship game. If you're playing like that and you put your pride into it, of like, yo, this motherfucker's not getting a bucket on me, I'm gonna fuck his life up, and that whole team is not better than me, I'm better than all of them, and I'm gonna really get buckets and fuck their life up. You're going to be so much more successful with that mindset. You much rather have that mindset, even though it sounds very negative. It really does. But all great athletes had that same mentality, especially when it comes to fighting. They believe, I'm going to fuck that dude's life up. I'm going to whoop his ass. His kids are going to have to see me knock out their father. You see what I'm saying? And that demon's unlocked. And once you get a smell of it, or a taste of it, of like what you really can do, once all limitations are out the door, you throw them out the door, like, yo, I'm really him, I could really do what I do, and I really get buckets, or whatever sport you're playing, you will see that there's another level to you once limitations are gone. And when you put your pride into it, it's your whole ego. And this is why the ego is actually very useful. The only thing is when you lose, or maybe you get dropped off, then your ego is shattered. But if you can detach from the ego shattering and say, I gave it my all, I did my thing, even though I didn't win, I'm going to come back and really play him again. Or I'm going to come back to the championship game and really do my thing. Or if he lost in a boxing fight, fuck him. You know what I'm saying? But I gave it my all. I'm going to train harder next time, and I'm going to whoop his ass. Instead of you crying or complaining, because once your ego is completely shattered, it feels like you died. No funny shit. And for me, I take the game of ball serious, like, especially for playing for money and shit. But if we're having real intense games, I want to win super bad. I do not like losing. But if I were to lose, it's not the end of the world. Unless they're talking crazy, talking shit, I'm going to really have to check the ball up immediately. We're running that shit back. You're not running. You're not going nowhere. We're playing again. And if I lose, bitch, we're playing again. You see what I'm saying? Just that warrior instinct. But also, when your ego is fully in it and your pride's in it, this is why pride and ego is somewhat of a good thing, especially when it comes to competing. It's because you're giving it all you got. You're saying, yo, none of these motherfuckers can fuck with me. But if you lose in that situation, you should know how to detach from the ego of like, yeah, I gave it all I got. I'm gonna train and come back harder, and, you know, work on my left hand, work on my right hand, or something like that, or take my training to the next level so that I could really fuck their life up. You see what I'm saying? But most people, especially when it comes to great athletes, I've seen Floyd Mayweather, I've seen Shakur Stevenson. When it comes to boxing, they lost in the Olympics and they started crying, like, on TV and everything. And I get it, because it's like they gave it all they got. But also, I think Floyd Mayweather got robbed too. Like, boxing is corrupt as fuck too. And I think Shakur Stevenson got robbed too. So that hits hard. But I get it. It's the passion. It's, you gave it all, and it's like, how the fuck did I lose when I really won that fight? I get that shit. But you got to know how to detach. But also, that pain of crying is going to make you want to go harder, of like, yo, I've lost. Next time, I'll make sure it doesn't go to no decision. Bitch, I'm knocking them the fuck out. That's the mentality you get. Even when your ego is crushed, you want to go harder. But then some people actually give up. Like, there was this other boxer. He was an Egyptian boxer. I forgot his name. A great Egyptian boxer, and he was like, I think 25 or 30-0, and very cocky, very him. And I love this character. He will be in the ring dancing. I forgot his name though, but he'll be in the ring dancing against his opponents and fucking them up. But then he came across Marco Antonio Barrera, the Mexican warrior fighter, who really come around to cut and try to break your shit. You know what I'm saying? He ends up fighting him, and he loses, and we don't hear from the Egyptian boxer ever again. Oh, Prince Hamed, or Nassim Hamed, like they call him, like Prince. He fought him. Marco Antonio Barrera whooped his ass, walked him down. I don't believe he knocked him out though, but he won the decision, and we never seen or heard of Prince Nazim again, or Nazim Hamed, he was really good. He was a great fighter, but once your ego's attached, he's dancing in the room and all that shit. But then once you can't dance with some motherfucker who really throw them bitches, it's like, yo, I lost. And some people never recover from that shit. You just gotta know how to detach from the ego of like, okay, I gave it all I got, but I'm gonna come back harder. You see what I'm saying? And there's this one great anime show that shows you why egotism and your ego and pride, especially during sports, is necessary. That you put it in your heart and soul that I will win this game. It will make a whole nother level of you, and your performance will be way better. Like, you put it in your mind and body and soul that I will not lose this game. You will give it all you got. You would sacrifice anything, like your body. You'll throw your body on the line, depending the sport. But literally, it's this one show, I forget what it's called as well. It's an anime, and it's about soccer. But for each character on the field, it shows their level of confidence and their level of narcissism and egotism, how confident they are in themselves. It shows in each character. So on some characters, you'll see like, oh, he's like a bitch ass dude. He's always in his head. He's always in his thoughts. Oh, he's overthinking. Bitch, go get a bucket. Go score a goal. You see what I'm saying? And in some characters, it shows like, yo, he really a bitch ass dude. Like, fuck all that thinking shit. We're on the field. Let's get it. And then there's some characters whose egos are high to the sky, and they will put their life on the line for that, for soccer. And you will see that character, and you would fuck with him, even though his pride is sky high. His ego is sky high. He's giving it all he got, and he's competing to the highest level. And you see that this character is way better than the other one, because the other one is so shy, timid, and hollow when it comes to sports. I don't believe you should be like that. And there's only like one great like soccer player that I can truly believe that's truly humble, and that's Lionel Messi. Other than that, and he's one of the best, honestly. He not one of the best. He is the best, sorry. But all other sports, you will see people with narcissistic behavior and egotism and being arrogant, being loud, and all of that shit. You will see what your pride and your ego can do if you use it wisely. But like I said, some people have a hard time from detaching if they lose, bro. And I get it, because I don't like to lose. I will put my pride in a game, especially if we're playing for some money, bro. You're going to get the best version of me. I promise you that. And that show just shows the characters in how egotism can help you, in pride. It can help you when it comes to sports. I promise you that. Now, being on your regular day-to-day life, do not be a dickhead. I will never advocate for you being a dickhead. But I'm like, yo, this show is fire, because these people really indicate, like, in the show, the characters, it indicates this guy belief system is higher than everyone's. He's like, oh, fuck everybody, fuck all of that shit. I'm the best, and I want to be the best, so I'm gonna compete with everything I got. And then you got some other dude in the corner, the side character. He like a bitch ass dude, all timid and shy, and he doesn't really move, and he's not really, moving to the best of his ability. And then you have someone in the middle where he's like overthinking, but he still has that kind of demon to him where he's like, yo, I'm better than most of these people. But you'll go see that show. That show is fire. So that's what it's really about for imposter syndrome. Imposter syndrome can be defied by the illusion that you choose to believe. Literally, if you believe you are great, you are an amazing person, that you can do anything that you put your mind to, that you're the one, you will overcome the imposter syndrome. Thinking that you're not good enough. Of course you're good enough. It's just an illusion that you're captured by in your mind. So you think that you're not good enough. And then that leads to your emotions where you really feel, I'm not good enough. And those are horrible emotions. Those are not good emotions to feel, or thoughts to even think from the first place. So if I were to think something like that, I would know that that's not even me, because I choose my thoughts. I'm the awareness behind it. I am way better than I actually am even right now. There's another level to Patrick that needs to be achieved, and that I need to move in line with. Would the version of Patrick that's the best version of him think that he's not good enough to do something? The best version of Patrick would be like, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm one of the best that there is at whatever I do. That's the mindset. And then you overcome those negative limited beliefs. Just understand, whenever you're feeling something negative, it's coming from something that you're thinking that is negative, that's holding you back, especially if it's a limit that you think you can't overcome. Know that your alter ego, I'll make a whole separate video on alter ego, amazing, from Fight Club, but just know that there's another version of you that you can click into or align with that is way better than who you think you are now. And if you move in line with him and think like that person, the best version of yourself, if you were feeling sad or negative or overthinking what you're doing in your life or whatever it is that's making you feel less of yourself, think about the version of you that's way better and say, would he act like this? No, there's another version of me that that is way greater than I am. And the more that you believe that, and the more that you see that, like, I can overcome anything because there's another version of me that I can tap into, that I truly am. So when those negative thoughts come about, you're like, man, that's not even me. The greater version of myself would be like, yo, shut the fuck up. Like, he would tell your mind, shut the fuck up. Because that's not who you are. You're just getting captured by an illusion. The illusion that you're not good enough. It's all an illusion. Being the one, being the greatest, being one of the best people in the world, it's an illusion too. It's a belief system. Do you want to fall under that genjutsu? I would. I will fall under that illusion every day of the week, that I'm one of the best and everything I do is great. That's an illusion. I will pick a thought, basically, a belief system that I am the one. And that's a way better feeling. So when I think that, I really feel that. Like, I am the one. When Jesus said, you're the light of the world. I'm like, yeah, I really am. You feel what I'm saying? So imposter syndrome can be overcome by the greater version of you, or by even just thinking or having a greater belief system in yourself of, you are the one. That I am great. That I'm just in a shell of myself right now. And I'll let some time go by. But I know I'm much more capable of a lot of the things that is making me feel this way. I can overcome that easily. I'm caught under a genjutsu. You have to wake up. Or a perfect way to talk about this is the genjutsu from Naruto. If you know what genjutsu is, it's when you get caught up by an illusion that's not real life. It's just in your mind, and then you're caught in a genjutsu and you're basically caught up by the illusion. For most Jinchuriki in Naruto, they have that inner beast within them. Naruto had the 9 tails. Killer B had octopops. You see what I'm saying? They had that monster, that demon, that greater version of themselves that would wake them up when they're under that genjutsu. I remember when Killer B was fighting Sasuke, because Sasuke tried to pull up and try to take Killer B, and Sasuke put Killer B under a genjutsu, but Killer B had octopops in him. So once Killer B, you in the situation, gets caught up under the illusion of, oh, I'm not good enough, that inner beast in him said, yo, wake up, what's wrong with you? Like, wake up. And then Killer B went straight back to scrapping. That's exactly how you can do it. There's a greater version of you from the inside of your mind and your soul that is way better than all the limitations that you put upon yourself right now. Tap into that inner beast, that greater version of yourself. It will wake you up and think, and make you think way greater again of, like, this little ass limit is overcoming who I am. Bro, I'm way better than that. I can overcome all of that shit. It's feelings of self-doubt and inadequacy. Fuck self-doubt. Fuck feeling like you're not good enough. You're way better than you can even imagine. And even sometimes I get hit under these genjutsus, but I understand it's really not me. I really understand that. So I overcome them way easier by snapping back into reality, my true reality of, I am the one. I am the chosen one. I can do whatever I put my mind to. That's how you overcome imposter syndrome, by becoming the one. And another example of that old lady, the Oracle in the Matrix, she was a representation of a lot of other people in the world that will tell you that you're not the one, or you're not that person that you claim to be. If you believe them, your belief system goes down and you actually fall under the illusion that someone else chose for you. Fuck that. I'm the one. Neo realized that and went and saved Morpheus easily. And he did his fucking thing. You dig what I'm saying? When all limits are out the window, because you understand there's way better versions of you out there that you can tap into, and you're him now. Once you keep tapping into that person of like, yo, what would the greatest version of me do in this situation? Would I trip over this little ass situation, or will I keep it pushing? You tap in, you keep it pushing, you keep thinking like that, you evolve into that person that you always wanted to be. And I'm gonna make that video on the alter ego of Fight Club, which is a fucking amazing movie. Highly suggest you watch that. But go watch The Matrix as well to realize what I was talking about. All limiting beliefs come from you. All of them come from you. Even when there's people telling you you're the one, and Neo had people telling him he was the one, he still didn't believe them. And then one nut ass hoe supposedly can see the future, tells him you're not the one, he actually believed the bitch after all of the other people that told him he's the one. What type of nut shit is that? And then he realized, wait, hold on, fuck what everyone else was telling me, fuck what she's telling me, what am I going to do? I am the one. I'm gonna believe it. I'm gonna save Morpheus. You see what I'm saying? So I love y'all, bro. Please make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'm gonna leave my last video right here for you guys. So if you missed upon that, go watch that video. So stay yourself, stay 300. Whatever you do in life, trust me, I believe you, bro.